Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to this first video on ISMS 416 Natural Language Processing. My name is Charles, and today I will be showing you how to set up your environment for this course. So like you already know, the IDE we are going to be using for this course is the Jupyter Notebook. And for us to use Jupyter Notebook, we have to install what is normally called the IDE of IDEs, which is called the Anaconda Navigator. Okay, so as we proceed, you will come to see the reason why we chose Jupyter Notebook and Anaconda Navigator. It's a very powerful tool. So you make sure that you have your internet connection active. Then you navigate to your browser of choice. Okay, then to download the Anaconda Navigator, you simply search Anaconda Navigator. This is it. Then click on search. Okay, so let's see. Now let's wait a while. Okay, I might have to pause this video for it to show. Okay, now when the page fully loads, click on the second link here. So this will open the Anaconda Navigator page, download page. So let's see. So this is the page of the Anaconda Navigator. So you can see the Anaconda is the most popular Python and R data science platform. So the reason for that is it contains lots of IDEs like Jupyter Notebook, Spider. It also has PyCharm, the one you're used to. Then it has some popular libraries like the NumPy, the SciPy, the Pandas, and others, which we are going to see as we proceed in this course. So if you are on Windows, simply go down here and choose the graphic installer of choice. If your system is 64-bit, you might want to click this one to download. It's just 466 MB. If you are using 32-bit graphics installer, you download this. Okay, so but if you are Mac, simply click this button here. Remember, we are downloading for Python 3.7. We're only interested in Python 3.7, so that's what we're going to be using in this course. So if you're on Mac, you choose the graphic installer of choice. If it is 64-bit graphics or command line, majorly you download this. Okay, so to install this is pretty straightforward. Just like you're installing normal software, just click on yes, I accept, I agree, and you have your Anaconda distribution installed. Alright, so the next thing you do is you navigate to your desktop and create a folder. So in my case, I've created a folder called NLP. So the reason why we should create a folder, preferably on the desktop, is so we have the folder as our working directory. What we mean by that is all our projects that we're going to be working on, the data and our codes will be saved in that folder. So that's why it's called a working directory. Hope you understand. So once you create your folder, for demo purpose, copy an image to that folder. Okay, so just drag and drop an image in the folder. Okay, right, let me do that. All right, So once you copy the image to the folder, you can decide to rename it, make it something short. Okay, so now you exit the folder. Now, having installed your Anaconda Navigator is going to take a while. Okay, so remember I told you we are only interested in the Jupyter Notebook. So the Jupyter Notebook is an IDE, okay, just like the PyCharm, but the difference is that the Jupyter Notebook runs on your browser, on your default browser. Okay, so you can launch the Jupyter Notebook using your Anaconda Navigator. That's, you first launch the Anaconda Navigator and then launch the Jupyter Notebook inside, or you can simply go to your search bar, just like I'm doing now. Go to your search bar and it's taking a while. Okay, so and search Jupyter Notebook. So you can write it in full, or you can just write Jupyter and wait for the pop-up to come. Okay, it goes through your system and brings up these two buttons, these two softwares. So this is the one you are going to click, the one with this ring icon. Okay, so click it and allow it to launch. So it's going to take a while, so I'll have to pause this video and show you when it comes on. Alright, now once the Jupyter Notebook is launched, like I told you, it's going to open up your default browser for the notebook. So in this case, mine is the Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so this is the Jupyter Notebook interface. Okay, so the next thing you do is you navigate to your working directory. That is the folder you created on your desktop, right? So simply come to here, to this place where you have desktop, and click on it. Oh, this is an old machine, so this is so embarrassing. All right, so now finally he opens the different folders in my desktop, right? So I simply navigate to the NLP folder I created, so click on it. All right, now you also recall that I told you that we're interested in Python. That's the language of choice for this course, is Python, right? And the new Python we're going to use, that as you saw while downloading the Anaconda distribution, is the Python 3.7. Now for you to run a Jupyter Notebook for Python 3.7, you simply navigate to this drop down here where you have new. Okay, click on it and select Python 3. So you allow you to launch your notebook. So I'll show you when mine is fully launched. Okay, so my Jupyter Notebook has fully launched. This is the interface. Now these are the toolbar. Okay, so here you have the save button, you have, okay, this is called the cell, right? If you want to add more cell, you simply click on this place. Okay, you can see. Now this cell is where you write your code. So you simply write your code, you run it, and you have your attribute. Now it is usually ideal when maybe starting a project to name your project, right? So since this is our first class on this environment, it is important for us to rename this notebook. Okay, so you simply come here where you have untitled and click on it. Then you rename it. So you can call it anything you want. for me, I'm going to call it setup, okay, because that's what this video is all about. So set up. So when you do that, you click on rename button here to rename your notebook. You can see it is now reflecting. Now, like you already know, if you are learning a new language or you're starting with a new language, the first line of code you write is what? Of course, your guess is as good as mine. You simply print the hello world statement, okay? So to do that, we use the print function in Python, okay? So you simply say print, and since hello world is a string, you have to enclose them in either single or double parentheses, like you already know. So you simply say hello world. Now, to run this cell is pretty easy. You can navigate to this run button here, or you can use the keyboard shortcut. For those on Windows, you simply use the shift enter to run. If you're on Mac, you simply use the shift return. Okay, so you do it and you have your input and your output here. Cool, right? Now, another feature of the Jupyter Notebook is you can write your document here, so you don't need to interface between Microsoft Word and your IDE of choice, okay? So you can write your summary, your report, everything here in your Jupyter Notebook. So, and the first thing in writing a report is to write a header, right? So to specify a header on your Jupyter Notebook, you simply use the hash symbol. Simply put a hash here, give a space, then you write whatever you want to write. Maybe your title, it can be header 1. You can choose anything you want. So I'm going to call this header 1. Now, since this is not a line of code, how do we format this cell appropriately? Now, Jupyter Notebook comes with a lot of formatting functions. Would I call it function? So simply navigate to this drop down, okay, where you have code. So you can experiment on this or this, okay. There are very cool features that you can leverage on. So, but the one we're interested in now is the markdown. So it's a kind of formatting, it's a method of formatting cell, okay. You format your cell into text, and also you can format them into HTML codes and stuff. So click on the markdown here, okay. You can see, oh, let's wait a minute, okay, change to blue. So once you're done with this, once you have this blue big appearance here, simply run the cell by using the shift enter for those in Windows or shift return for those in Mac to run the cell. So you can see this is our header, okay. So if you want to create a subheader, you simply use 2 hash. You increase the hash to 2. Now the idea of all this is the more hash you put, the smaller the font becomes, okay. So you can say this is header 2, then follow the same pattern, convert to markdown, then shift enter to run. Now you can also write some brief summary or document. For instance, for instance, I want to write a doc string, okay. Let's say about myself. You can write about anything, okay. So I decide to say, okay, my name is Charles, and this is the first video for our course. ISMS 416, that's the course code, right? So, and the name of the course is Natural Language Processing. Okay, so once you're done with this, convert to Markdown again, click on it and you run. Shift and no, it's not converted yet. So convert it to Markdown. Make sure that your cursor is on the cell, right? So you don't format another cell. So once you do that, Shift Enter for Windows, and you already know the one for Mac to run. So you can see, you can write as many documents as you can. Okay, so now what if you want to itemize some things, you want to stress a point, you want to list out something in an ordered or unordered manner. Okay, for instance, you want to write about the steps to be safe from coronavirus, steps to keep you safe from coronavirus, okay, which is a trending topic around the globe now. So we are going to specify a subheader. So you already know what that means. You are going to use 3# here. Okay, then you write steps to keep you safe from coronavirus. Okay, then you click on enter. You can give extra space. So now if you want to list items in an unordered manner, you can use a plus, this plus, or you can use minus. So let's just stick with one. We'll stick with plus here. So you put plus, you give a space. So the first step to take is what? To wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands, right? Wash your hands. So what is the next step? Somebody just said stay indoor, right? Okay, let's put it stay at home. Then what's the next one? Okay, use hand sanitizer, right? Then you can use etc. So you can add as many as possible. So once you're done with this, navigate to your code again and click on Markdown. Then you use Shift Enter to run for Windows and Command Return, Shift Return to run for Mac. So you can see how beautiful this is appearing. So steps to keep you safe from coronavirus, you have all this listed out. So this is cool, right? Now the next thing we're going to look at is how to import an image on your Jupyter Notebook. Maybe you're writing a report and they say an image speaks louder than 1,000 words, right? Okay, so and you want to fill your notebook with images so that people will enjoy your work. So it's pretty easy to import an image here. So if you are familiar with HTML, So it's simply the same procedure. What you simply do is you open a tag, HTML tag, then you use the image source, right? In this case is img src. You guys are familiar with this now, right? So you put an equal to, then you enclose the name of the image in single or double quote. It doesn't matter, you can use single quote or you use double. So I simply go back to this place and look at spy at my image. So the name is nlp.jpg. Yours is definitely different from mine. So I simply say nlp and the format is jpg. Okay, and you close the tag. So this is all. You simply go back to this place, and what do you do? Exactly, you click on markdown. So once you're done with that, you run, and okay, let's wait. Yeah, look at how beautiful the image is. So you see we've imported an image right here on our notebook. So you can do a lot of formatting, a lot of stuff, cool stuff that we're going to see as we proceed in this course. Now you can also use this as your calculator. Okay, you can do 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, run it, and you get your result instantly. So this is the input output. You can do multiplication, division, and a lot of cool stuff. Now, but some of you, maybe for one reason or the other, may not want to have the Anaconda Navigator installed on your local machine. You want to run everything on cloud. Okay, now there is an alternative for it. Google has provided an online notebook called the Google Colab. So you can have the same experience as we just had now with our Jupyter Notebook on our local machine. The only difference is that you're running it on cloud. Okay, so and you can use the Google's GPU just to make your code faster. So to open the Google Colab, you simply search for Google Colab. This is it. Then now I'm sure you know, once I just searched for the Google Colab, the autocomplete there is an application of NLP, right? Of course, I know you know. Okay, it's a very cool feature, cool application of NLP. Keyword search optimization. So it's very interesting, and maybe we'll look at it as we proceed in this course. So I'm going to pause this video so as not to take so much time. And all right, so this is the link you're going to click on that we're going to use. Okay, so simply click on this link and wait for your Colab to open. So I'm going to pause this again. Okay, this is it. Now if you are signing up for the first time, you'll be required to sign up using your Gmail account, which I believe all of you have. So once you sign up, you navigate and click on the new notebook. So it's going to launch a new notebook for you, which you are going to see in a few seconds. And here we go. You can see that the Google Colab is similar to our Jupyter Notebook, right? Okay, have similar features. Oh, sorry. So here is a cell. You have some tax bar and other cool stuff that you can also do. So for us to make sure everything is working perfectly, we try to print our hello world, right? So you say print. Oh, why is this slow? Now, the major difference between this and the one on our local machine is that this requires internet connection, a strong one especially. Okay, so you don't have problems running your code. Word. Okay, so this is it. Now this is the run button for this Colab. So you click on run and it will run for you. So here where you see allocating, you can decide to connect to your local runtime. That's you use your CPU, or you use the hosted runtime, which is the GPU. So this is preferred to make everything easy and make your execution fast. Okay, so Colab is very, very, very important if you are working with big data. Okay, you leverage on the GPU available there, so you make your execution smooth. Okay, so you see you have your input here, which is the hello world, and we just printed it here in the attribute. So like we did in the Jupyter Notebook on our local machine, you can rename this notebook here. So we can call it setup as well. Feel free to call it anything you want. Setup. And this extension here, this .ipynb, is simply short for interactive Python notebook. Okay, so this is interactive Python notebook, ipynb. So this is all for the Google Colab. So you can choose the environment of your choice. You can decide to use your local machine by installing Anaconda Navigator, or you can use the Google Colab, which is a hosted notebook on cloud. Okay, so but whatever you do, I'll suggest you have your own notebook running on your local machine. Okay, I think this video is becoming long. Now this is all for this setup. On the next video, we are going to see how to handle text with Python, which is week 2 of our course, right? Remember? So, and it's going to be so much fun. Now, feel free to ask questions on the Slack channel we have. Okay, we are going to be sharing lots of experience, codes. You'll be given assignments to submit, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so till see again. Until then, be safe and enjoy NLP. All right, bye.